Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler. You're in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year 2023.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the single back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. He hands it off from the gun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Oh, and it's almost intercepted on the first possession here. He's going to bring out 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Fires it to the wideout. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. The Horned Frogs offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
They tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't fooled at all. This time they got down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
With the catch, it's Williams. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
Well, the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
The Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Here's the second down play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here. And instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Jordan brought down. Sets up the next drive. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. With the catch, it's Williams. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from the slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and the ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Tackled there by the defense. Second and goal for the offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Young. Tackled at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick from the very first play. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Caught in the flat by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Gonna run it. It's Love. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
That's reeled in. It's low. And they wrap it up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
Punt team ready to boot it away. This one will be fair caught. Here comes the opening play of the drive to begin from the 33. The back's got it. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage.
They got him. It's a sack for the defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Defense are going to keep the pressure up on this third down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. And he's got it with ease from 56 yards away.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's a wide open receiver complete. He has first down yardage at the 46. A new set of downs after that completion. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Promising start to the drive, but now 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Off the play fake on first down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oh, my gosh, they almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. Keeps it on the designed run. And we're able to get him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
And the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And they get him down after the completion. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
And the returner will be brought down. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Hoover. Close to the tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Grab down the middle. It's Evans. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. They look to throw it here on second down. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
And the Horned Frogs will kick this away to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Nice grab. It's Rodgers. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Just much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got his man open downfield.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Now the offense tried to go play action there, but how about the big man in the middle? This defensive tackle showing you he's athletic as well. Gets to the quarterback, comes up with a big sack.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator. Playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to his target. Catch made, a lot of space now. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback keeps the football. Football comes out, and the defense jumps on the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Hoover. And this pass is caught.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Catch made over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Try to catch the defense with the draw. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Hoover. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, TCU. So what happened there? The defense just lost track of the tight end down at the goal line.
I don't know if they were just so focused on defending the goal line, they just completely forgot about the tight end. That'll be probably the easiest touchdown throw and catch of the game we see all day.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes the lead 18 now. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We've played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. And he'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. Then he'll run out of bounds and picking up a few yards on the play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Oh, that one's picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 10 now. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead, and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Young. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. To the air, it's Leonard. He'll take a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Grab behind the line. It's Love. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And third down, it's a handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. They'll run it to the right side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. You give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Hey guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Gain on the first play moves it to the 43. It'll be first down. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Here's the throw deep downfield. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense.
And here comes a deep shot. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First down and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. The pass rush closing in. The sure hands. It's low. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back to throw. It's Leonard. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up second down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that.
Got him. He's sacked.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take airing this one out toward the sideline? That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. Trying for a 4th down completion. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop. The offense starts with a short field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's caught. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Back to pass. It's Leonard. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
TCU offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. It's a nice game. It'll move the football up to the 27. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's running out of time here. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Back to the end zone, ruled out of bounds and incomplete. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the third seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The TCU Horned Frogs offense will get the first swing today. I love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But, Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then? When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Looking for the wideout. It's caught downfield.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Trying to find some room. It's Cook. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The 8th play of this opening drive, but it's third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
They picked up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Ohio State's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Grab down the middle. It's Judkins. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, and he's got some space here. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the TCU offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Horned Frogs looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he
fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. First down here for this offense. Ball handed to the running back. Fights off a defender. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Judkins. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. And Kirk, it's TCU with the lead so far. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Buckeyes have first and 10 here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And here's the return from inside the 5. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Makes a quick grab. Brought down at the 46. Good enough for a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs?
their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. Here we go. Third down close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Now the defense has got it going the other way. Past the 50. He's past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. On the scoop and score.
Oh, it's your worst nightmare if you're a quarterback. They bring the blitz. He doesn't recognize it. Ball goes on the ground. Defense does a great job of picking this thing up. That's exactly what they hope for. Catch the quarterback off guard. It works out. It gets them a touchdown.
And they'll set up with the PAT. The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain to bring up fourth down. The Horned Frogs will line up to boot it away. And finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, just just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and defense comes down with it.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Throws it to the right. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Frogs going to kick it away to get us going in the second half. Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
To throw, it's Howard. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Smith. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, almost intercepted again. And a chance for his second pick. Couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be second down. Dropping back. It's Hoover. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
The Horned Frogs will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Choosing to return the punt. The coverage team able to bring him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a short completion to the big tight end. A big hit by the linebacker.